Hello guys, welcome back to Empower Tutorials. This is your master teacher Dr. Sonam. Yes guys, how's everyone doing? So yes, as you all know that we have now started with the MCQ sessions on our very channel Empower Tutorials on YouTube. So yes, here I am with another fun-filled session on human physiology chapter, that is how do organisms reproduce. So I think we have already dealt with one session on the reproduction MCQs. So this is yet another session on the reproduction. So let's go through another series of MCQs once again. All right. So we have dealt with many MCQs earlier as well. So now going forward to another set of MCQs. Let's get started. Okay. So yes, guys. So now we have seen in our previous sessions, I have also dealt with a bit of theory as well about what is sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction, all the different types of sexual and asexual reproduction, parts of the flower, parts of the plant, how grafting occurs. I even given you all an example about what exactly grafting is when we talk about human beings, when there are surgeries taking place. So skin grafting hota hai, bone grafting hota hai. So how do all those things take place? I have already explained a lot of theory in my previous session of reproduction. So today we'll be just quickly going through all the MCQs. So people who have not seen my earlier lectures, do go and watch the MCQ sessions on reproduction, the first session. So you all will actually get a hang of a lot of theory as well. So okay, let's get started. So now vegetative propagation in bryophyllum takes place by, we've already seen this last time as well, it takes place by the leaf. So the correct answer here is the leaf. Next thing. Okay, you all want me to mark? I think I'll mark it. Okay, so here it is the leaf. All right. Next, a group of petals is called sepals, calyx, root, or nothing. Okay. So I think the answer to this is none of these, because a group of petals is called the corolla. Right? Group of petals is known as the corolla. Please keep this in mind. Okay. And we know that the calyx and corolla together form something known as the perianth. All right. So group of petals is known as the corolla, which is not a part of these options. So we will go for none of these. Next part. During grafting, the portion of the plant that is grafted is called. Okay. Now when we are doing grafting, like I explained to you all last time, like say suppose this is the stem or a part of the leaf or something, whatever, there is injury or something. So now this part, this triangular part, say we are it's got cut, or say we are basically grafting it by putting some other part of the plant over there. So now it's going to have two things. Okay, it's going to have the stalk and it's going to have the scion. Okay, these are two parts. When we are going to talk about grafting, we need to know these two things. One is that is being used as a graft, and the another thing is that is being grafted. All right. So during grafting, the portion of the plant that is grafted, or that is being grafted, is going to be known as the scion. All right. Are we clear with that? What is grafting and what scion and stalk is? Okay. In roses, the method commonly used to produce new plants is, okay. Now, very commonly used examples, let me tell you, is roses and sugarcane. Okay, roses and sugarcane, it is the method of cutting that is used to produce new plants. Keep this in mind. Two classic examples where cutting is used. All right. Okay. Next thing, pollen grains are produced by. Yes, pollen grains are produced by the. Yes, pollen grains are produced by the. Yes, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Tell me. Yes, right. All right. So yes, the pollen grains are going to be produced by the stigma. All right. Just give me a minute. Okay. Yes, correct. Okay. Now tell me, when we talk about human reproduction, all right. When we talk about human reproduction, we talk about production of sperms. Then those sperms, they get, say instilled, or we induce those sperms into the female reproductive organ, right? So now when we talk about where the sperms are produced, it is about the male part, right? So here when we talk about stigma is the female part. All right. Style, stigma, ovary. Style, stigma, ovary are the three female parts. All right. So production of pollen grains will not happen in the female parts. the deposition will happen in the female parts. Do not get confused. Very common mistake that many people make. So pollen grains are going to be produced by the anther. Anther is the male part over here. All right. Stigma pe deposition definitely takes place. Okay, but it's going to be produced by the anther, which is the male part of it. All right. Okay, can we go ahead? Are we clear with all these? Okay, going ahead. What happened to this? Why is this not going ahead? Okay, yes. Yes, okay. Which of the following is applicable to insect the pollinated flowers? Okay. Now, pollination karna hai. I think it should be inject the pollinated flowers. Okay. Okay. So now, what exactly you can say is going to be, you can say attraction with regards to pollination, or let's go through the options. You all will get clear of what the exact idea is about. Okay, flowers are very small. Flowers are very small, produced in large quantities. What happens when pollinated? When we are talking about pollinated flowers, okay, which of the statements is true when we are talking about pollinated flowers? Let's make it simple. Flowers are not going to be prominent, and they are going to be without nectar. Flowers are conspicuous and scented, and because of having nectar, or none of these. So what is the most important thing, or you can say characteristic feature, which plays a role in pollination, is that the flowers are going to be conspicuous and they are going to be producing nectar, and also they are going to be scented because of a secondary reason of that. All right. So the answer to this is going to be that flowers are conspicuous and scented with nectar. All right. It's not without nectar, it is with nectar. Okay. Yes. The group of sepals is called. Yes, the group of sepals is called. We earlier saw the group of petals is called the corolla. Group of sepals is called the calyx. Okay. So calyx and corolla together form the perianth. We have seen that. Okay. Next thing. Maize is dash. Self-pollinated, cross-pollinated by rain, cross-pollinated by insects, or cross-pollinated by wind. Okay. Now see, have you all seen maize plants? How they are very thin, tall, and they'll have these the maize plant kind of thing here. They are, they're so thin, they'll keep wavering like this. Thoda bhi wind rahega to they keep wavering like this. Okay. So maize ka pollination kaise hota hai? Because of the wind which is flowing over that I'm telling you all, they are very thin and everything, and that because of wind they are very flowy and wavy like that. What happens is, because of this action of the wind, pollen grains ka jo transfer hota hai, that is from the male part to the female part, and all that process of pollination that happens, that gets done because of wind automatically. Okay, so that is why we always say that maize is cross pollinated by wind. When we talk about auto pollination or self pollination, that is within yourself that pollination happens within the same plant. Auto it happens. Cross is when it is with something else, right? So यहाँ पे maize का जो pollination होता है, that happens because of the wind, because of the action of the wind on the maize plant. Okay, so maize is always cross pollinated by wind. Yes, going ahead. Which of the following produces male gametes in a flower? Yes, which produces male gametes in a flower? We've seen one thing. Style stigma ovary is about one female part. Style stigma ovary, we've seen about the female part. So male gametes is going to be produced by, yes, here it has nothing to do with petals, sepals, and carpels, right? Stamen is a part which is a male part. Stamen and anther, right? So stamen and anther is about the male part of it, and style stigma ovary is the female reproductive part of it. Okay. Next, during pollination, the pollen grains get carried to which part of the carpel? Now we've just seen this, that पिछले वाले MCQs में what we saw, anther पे production होता है pollen grains, but where is it transferred? It is transferred to the sigma, which is the उसका opposite part of the male part, which is the stigma. Anther का opposite male part is the stigma. All right. Yes, going ahead. At the time of entering the ovule, a pollen tube has. This is a very common thing. You ought to know this. The pollen tube is going to have two male nuclei. Okay. Yes. Next, the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is obviously termed as pollination. It's not ovulation, not fertilization. Okay. Yes. Fertilization in the plants occurs in the embryo sac. Okay. Very common ones. Now, these are very simple ones. They don't really need any explanation. Very simple ones. You ought to know this. Stem cutting is commonly used for propagation, and we've just seen this. I gave you all this example. Roses mein and sugarcane mein usually it is a cutting process which is used for the method of propagation. Okay. Yes. Next, vegetative reproduction in plants, citrus, jasmine, and grapevine. Okay. Have you seen how grapes are? Wait, I'll give you a common example. Now, let's not get into citrus and jasmine and all. How grapes are? They have layers, right? I mean, I remember we were taught, a very funny thing. This is we were taught to draw grapes like this in our school time. Okay, we used to draw these 5 grapes. Then we were told to draw 4 grapes below that. All right. Then we used to make 3, then 2, and then 1, and so on. Okay. So what I'm trying to explain you all why this grape example is, it is having layers, right? So basically, the vegetative reproduction or the propagation that takes place in these kind of examples that is given here, citrus, jasmine, and grapevine, that is done by the process of stem layering. Okay, that is done by the process of stem layering. Now, you can probably remember this with regards to that grapes are present in layers. With regards to this example, you will always have this in mind. Okay, that is why I gave you all that example that grapes are always going to be present in layers if you really see it that way. Okay, so remember grapevine का topic आता है कहीं भी, citrus, jasmine, and grapevine. It's going to be by stem layering. Okay. Asexual reproduction are fission, vegetative propagation, budding, or all of these. Yes, it is all of these. Yes, all these 3 are the asexual reproduction methods. Next, binary fission occurs in. Now, always remember these are 2 classic examples. Okay, binary fission occurs in amoeba and multiple fission occurs in plasmodium. Now, what is binary and multiple fission? I have again explained this to you in the last session as well. Binary means 2. So one cell splitting into 2 cells is binary fission. One cell splitting into many cells is multiple fission. Okay. Again, we've already, I think, seen these examples as well last time. Binary fission, always amoeba will be associated. Multiple fission mein always paramecium hoga, plasmodium hoga. Okay, are we clear with that? Just keep these examples in mind. Next, in which of the following reproduction parental identity is lost? Okay, budding, binary fission, multiple fission, or both B and C. So always remember what happens in fission is 1 is giving rise to 2. ठीक है, फिर ये जो 2 बने हैं, ये एक में से भी 2 बनेंगे, ये एक में से भी 2 बनेंगे. So what happens is by the time they have reached say 10 to 12 generations, to explain you all in a very simple term, that none of the cells would know who their parents are. None of the children would know who their parents are. So basically the parental identity gets lost. Agar binary fission may we say that, then what about multiple fission? One cell is giving rise to thousands of cells. Then again, each of those thousands of cells is going to give rise to more thousands of cells, right? So yes, it is both binary fission and multiple fission in which the parental identity gets lost. All right, just keep this in mind. Next, which of the following organisms shows budding? Very, again, very classic example is Hydra. Last time also I explained to you all how budding looked like. Okay, so this is how basically the bud looks like. Okay, this is budding. This is how budding looks like. And I had explained to you all last time, Spirogyra is a classic example of fragmentation. ऐसे छोटे-छोटे fragments बनते हैं उसके. Okay, so keep this in mind. These 3-4 examples are really important. Okay, now going forward. If the pollen grain is transferred to the stigma of the same plant. Okay, now let's talk about this. Pollen grains एक flower के हैं. If those pollen grains are falling from, they are getting produced in the anther. If they are falling on the stigma of the same flower, it is going to be termed as autogamy. Auto means अपने ही gamete के ऊपर. Auto means own. Autogamy. Gamy is about gametes. So it's about एक ही plant के अंदर both the gametes are working. Okay, so that is autogamy, when pollen from the anther gets transferred to the stigma of the same flower. Okay, yes. Which part of the flower forms the fruit? Flower, whole flower, stamen, carpel, only carpel, or only ovary? Always remember it's going to be only ovary. Ovary plays a major role of this fruit formation. Okay. Next, in angiosperms, the fertilization endosperm becomes, always remember the fertilization endosperm is always triploid. Okay, always triploid. After fertilization, the ovule grows into, yes, ovule will grow into, direct fruit banega kya? Pehle seed chahiye, right? जो ovule hai, that first needs to form a seed. Now when we have an embryo inside the ovary, inside the mother, does it come out as a full-fledged human being? No, right? It's a seed first. It's a small baby first, and then it grows. Similarly, यहाँ पे भी the ovule grows into the seed first, okay, which is not a part of the carpel. Yes, style, stigma, ovary are 1/3 of the parts. So anther is not a part of the carpel. ठीक है? Are we clear with this, guys? No confusions, right? Please don't make any confusions. Go through all the sessions to be much more clear about many concepts. Yes. Next part. Nucleus of the bud is formed by the division of. Now very clear. It is division which is taking place here is mitosis. ठीक है? Equational division, mitosis. Clones are a result of. Clones are a result of. Clones means same type के products. Now, will you give birth to a monkey? Will a mango plant produce an apple? Mango will produce mango, that's a clone. Apple will produce apple, that's a clone, right? So budding, vegetative reproduction, and regeneration, all of them will produce clones. Same kind of species, all right? Yes. Malarial parasite reproduces by, yes, malarial parasite reproduces by multiple fission. Remember this. Outgrowth of hydra is termed as a bud. Hydra का जो मैंने budding दिखाया आपको अभी, ये जो growth है, method is budding. So this outgrowth is going to be known as a bud. Okay. It has these dot kind of structures here. Okay. Yes. Next. Asexual reproduction takes place by the process of budding in what? Yes. Budding takes place in what here? Yes. Yeast. Yes. Plasmodium amoeba, we've already seen that earlier. Next. Asexual reproduction involves only one parent, two parents, meiosis and syngamy, and fusion of two gametes. Two gametes की तो बात ही नहीं आती है. It's going to have only one parent. That is why we term it as asexual. Okay, when it is going to be sexual, there is going to be presence of two parents, both the sexual gametes. Okay, so here we come to the end of another session of the reproduction part of it. All right. So I think we've dealt with 2 sessions on reproduction now. I think that should be it about reproduction. It's a very easy chapter. You just need to be clear with the basics of it. Male parts, female parts, the different types of reproduction, sexual reproduction or sexual reproduction. So please go through all the basics, theoretical basics, and then I think MCQs shall follow. It will be easy for you all to attempt all the MCQs. And please go through the videos on our channel, Empower Tutorials. If you all have not liked, shared, and subscribed the channel yet, please do that soon, so that you all can have access to all our theory as well as MCQ session videos. All right, guys. And if you all really want me to come up with a specific chapter for MCQs, or even if you all want theory revisions, so maybe a quick revision of the entire chapter you all want to be covered, so please do put it down in the comment sections, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.